Well, thanks for joining us. We're here with Coach Strand. Big weekend ahead in the CCHA against Michigan Tech, a team that this team is well familiar with. Um, just heading into the weekend, coming off a split, what are some of the things that you're focused on, and what are some of the challenges that Michigan Tech presents?
Yeah, we had some things to clean up on our end, things we weren't happy with. I think we got into those on Monday, Tuesday hard, and now Wednesday, Thursday. I think that leads really into the new week and the new weekend. On our side of things, we got to get cleaner on our breakouts, getting our exits, and getting first touches that are more positive. And but then just in prep for Tech, they scored a lot of goals on the rush. They're involved. Their scoring chances come off that piece. Their D are involved. They got a good balanced lineup for sure. Projected goalie of the year in net. So there's a lot of pieces to their team that present a very good foe. At the same time, we want to get back to playing the right way, and the taste of Saturday still lives.
Michigan Tech is a team that is a veteran team, but they've gotten off to a slow start this year, and you know they're going to be coming for you. Is there a reason you think they've gotten off to a slow start, and do you think there's a good chance they're going to bring all they have with a desperate team this weekend?
Yeah, I think we'll see the best version of Tech, no question. Between the rivalry, the setting, the travel, the time of year, I think those are all pieces. I mean, sometimes when a team is put in a spot of high regard early, it's you don't get the start you want. Some things snowball, but Joe's a good coach. They got a good team. They got depth, like I said, in their program. So there's no question. I think the opponent we get will be the best version of Michigan Tech University.
Open it up for questions. Kevin, Don, feel free to jump in.
Coach, interested. What was the team's reaction that you seen over the weekend or even in the practice Monday and Tuesday? Do you have to say a lot, or do the leadership team steps up? What was just the overall reaction to what transpired on Saturday, and how has that gone into this week's focus?
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone can remember the end of the game. There's moments that we want to live on that were good. There's moments that we definitely let slipped away. I just feel there wasn't a lot to be said except for the things that ended up in the back of our net were all fixable and prioritizable pieces that we have certainly addressed. And the guys, they're no different than any probably other team. You ask them the question, they know the answer. Now they got to go do the answer. So a little bit of everything, but they're definitely that left a smear on the window around here.
Coach, the the rivalry with Tech has been something I think that's been growing a lot in recent years. Can you tell a little different feel around the building this week ahead of this series, especially given the way things went the last time they were in this building?
Yeah, I think there's been a lot of attention grab, but not only Tech, but Bemidji too. Like they're big time opponents. They're rivalries. They're high end clubs. Tech has got an opportunity here that they want to put themselves to their returning roster and the maturity of their group. I'm going to guess that they feel it's their turn and their time, and so I know there is an alertness to what's coming down the pipe. As far as our guys, I do think every year presents a new feel. Some of our guys have not been put in that rivalry since, but at the same time, to your point, they'll soon find out that the two are pretty ugly opponents to each other.
Coach, your lines, we're a couple months into the season now, and obviously you've had to deal with injuries like many clubs do over a time span. But have lines started to settle in for you, or even defensive pairings, or is there still they're a little bit in flux yet?
I think they're always a little bit. There's probably for us, for myself, there's probably in pairs. Like usually, there's two forwards together, and you find the third piece. So I think the third piece has been a little bit in and out. We've had some long standing, like Krajnik's been out the whole year. Maverick's been out for a bit. We've had some guys in and out of the lineup. So I think you find combinations and some of those guys stick together, especially as twos. And then on the back end, a little bit of growth pattern too, right? I mean, some of the younger guys are being able to take on more than they did in the beginning, so you're maybe finding a little less. Mason Wheeler's a very, very sturdy, steady player, so maybe a young player doesn't need Wheels as a partner anymore because they're starting to grow themselves. So I think you'll see a little bit of fluctuation here yet, just with guys trying to get their arms around every piece of the puzzle that they can.
Coach, you mentioned injuries to Krajnik and Maverick. Just curious, any update you could provide on where those two are at respectively?
Kraj is practicing day to day right now. He's in a normal color, which is exciting for us. I'd be shocked if you didn't see him in the very near future, whether that to be this weekend or the following. But he's definitely taken strides here that have, I think, made him feel really good and confident about where he's at. Brett's been he had maybe an internal health issue going that he's back day to day. He's living around our guys. Definitely not in lineup. Don't know where that gets to and when that gets to, but he showed his face around the rink yesterday, which was a pretty bright spot for all of us to see and have him around. I know the guys have been up to visit him quite a bit, so we're just there with him day to day. So I think those are the two that probably Tony's going to be out yet for a while. He's probably more week to week now than he was at one point. So Malinowski's definitely taking strides as well.
Coach, it's Thanksgiving weekend. What are you thankful for on the ice with your team, and what are you thankful for away from the game right now?
Well, on the ice is easy. Like I'm grateful and thankful that I get to serve these guys every day. It's my absolute passion to be around young people that want to really strive for something better and bigger than themselves. I think we've got a room full of those people. So I'm thankful I get to do that. These guys, they bring a lot to my life every day. Off the ice, family. For me, it's everything from our staff to our loved ones everywhere. My boy's away from me, so it's missing him, but at the same time, it's great to have him around. And then, being a newly married man, my wife, we get to spend a Thanksgiving together as a married couple. So that's, I'm grateful, just really thankful to be around family.